Oh, hello. Lobster, you changed your name. What is that? What's all that about? Huh? Why is it the Rock who sold the lobster? I have words. I'd like to speak to your manager. Oh my goodness. Change. Well, I'd like to have some words with you. I kid, I kid. Where's my tablet? Okay. Like, where did my tablet pen go? It just vanished on me. I had it sitting by my keyboard instead of, like, right in front of me. Hi, Batty. How are you? Alright, I think it's just time to get on to it. This piece has been, like, sitting untouched for, like, 2 weeks now. Like, I almost just want to give up on it, but I'm kind of happy with it. Like, I don't think it's, like, terrible. Hats. The head pats are appreciated today. Like, I don't know. I should also probably turn my heater off. Sometimes when it gets too hot in here, it makes my tablet discolor in a spot. I think it's already starting. Never give up. Man, if we went through my, like, files of incomplete stuff, there's so many abandoned pieces over the years. What is there? Is this anything? I really want to do the face right now. Abandoned these. You're lucky I'm not 3D today, because I'd crotch grab so fast. I thought about that. I was like, wait a second. Hi, D-Gen, though. We're having a considerably, like, more relaxed today. I didn't want to cancel. Give us a stream of you actually. I did! They're actually, oh. I did finish art on stream once. Lurk, I hope you're doing okay. Always a pleasure watching. Aw, thank you, Charisma. I hope whatever you're doing is entertaining. Lurks are still mad pog. Once? No. I just haven't been drawing on stream a lot. I go through, like, terrible spurts of, like, not wanting to draw at all, and, like, my tablet will just sit here and collect dust. And then, like, wanting to draw non-stop. And I was in the, like, wanting to draw mental for a while, too. I was, like, sick. You know, and then I don't even know what happened. I was just all of a sudden like, I'm not gonna turn this on. Felt. Yeah, man, it just be like that sometimes, though. And my brain is just like straight up not having it today. Because I posted something in Discord about it, but I have such a conflicting rest of the week that I kind of like can't keep my emotions in check, I think is what I'd want to say. Because on like one hand, tomorrow I'm going to the car dealership to like almost buy the car, I guess. And then Friday I have to take my cat to the vet. And I kind of know what answer I'm gonna get from there. And it's not the answer that I want. So but literally like 10 minutes before I made that phone call, my friends were like, hey, do you guys want to go out? Like, they texted the group chat and was like, who wants to go out on Saturday? And I'm like, me. I was all excited. So I'm like excited, upset, and like really conflicted, and it's such an odd feeling. It's like, what is the correct way to be feeling right now? Should I be sad? Should I like be looking forward to doing some cool stuff, or and like that's just what I'm just having a hard time right now. Really conflicting. Do you want to know what you should be feeling? What do you think, Dan? Oh God. Get angry. Cause there is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock. You need horse cock, of course. I'll wait for this to finish before I continue my thought. But like I don't want to get angry because like I've had my cat for probably 18-ish years. And it's just like, bitch, you've been here this long. You're not allowed to quit now. And I understand that it's probably her time, but it doesn't really make it any easier. Like, honestly, as I'm sitting here, my eyes are getting a little watery, and it's just like, man. No, I know that you're not doing that stuff to like, don't worry about it. I know you're just being a shithead. If anything, I did get a little chuckle out of it, so I prefer that to being like terribly sad. You know? Never easy, but putting her over the rainbow bridge means I have the opportunity to give another cat a good life. No one will ever replace her, but that means I gotta go to Aldi parking lots every day until another cat manifests there. She'll send me one when she's ready. That's actually that's the story of how what happened to the other 8 lives. Man, I don't know. She's, who knows? Maybe she'll like reincarnate and just show up at my door like, bitch, I'm alive. You're not getting rid of me that easy. That would totally be something I'd expect out of this cat. Yeah, she is an absolutely spoiled, rotten cat. I don't know why, but she has such an affinity. For McDonald's chicken nuggets and like Ruffles cheddar and sour cream chips. Like I have not been able to nuggets in peace unless I'm not home. I can't go pick up McDonald's on the way home from like running errands and be like, ah, yes, I'm going to sit down and have a relaxing meal. Because my cat is like trying to, cat, no, they're mine. I'll give you a little bit when I'm done. Cat. Oh god. Hear me out, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Probably. Do you guys think cats take different forms in their 9 lives? Or you think you think they're gone and then they just show back up and they're like, oh. Hello, Bob. God, I actually don't want to think about, like, getting her ashes back and then her showing up at my door, because I'd be like, huh? Huh? Of course, I'm not, like, entirely positive that's what they're gonna say, but... I talked it over with the whatchamacallit, like the receptionist, and she goes, I'm not a vet, but I've worked in the trade long enough, and it sounds like to me that's she's reaching end of life, and I'm like, oh. Been the best friend I could have ever asked for, but alright, I don't really want to talk about it too much. It's a little owie. Yeah, I won't find out until Friday, but I think I might go and get her some chicken nuggets tomorrow. With all that being said, though, I'm fully expecting to cancel Friday's stream. Because because if they tell me it's time, I still don't know if I'm gonna have them do it that day and just kind of rip the band-aid off, or if I'm gonna have to like schedule something else. But to be fair, if I like schedule something, I don't know if I'll be able to take her back. Someone's gonna have to like fucking drag me. It's also kind of a big deal for me because I've never been the one to put an animal down. My parents always did. We had a couple other dogs when I was little, but like you know what? I euthanized a fish once. I did do that, now that I think about it. I have euthanized a fish, but that... Don't get me wrong, I love my fish as much as I love my cats. but there is 18 years of history. And a lot of unsavory moments with her and a lot of great moments. So it's gonna be a little rougher. I'm still thinking if I should have my grandma come up. I kind of want her to, but at the same time, it's like, she's just gonna be crying with me. I called her earlier in tears, and she's like, well, what's wrong? And I told her, and she goes, oh, baby. And she's like, I'm trying not to cry. And she's also just bawling, and I'm like, Grandma. So I know that I can basically change my mind whenever about her coming up, but I don't know. Because instead of just one crying mess in the office, we're gonna end up having two. I don't think the vets are ready for that. Hi, Panda. Ugh. You know, I'm feeling lazy. I'm gonna just draw in an extra strand. I'm pretty sure they've seen it all before. Yeah, like, I felt really bad when I was talking to the receptionist. And, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm crying. Like, I know you probably deal with it all the time, but it probably still, like, sucks to be, like, I don't want to say the bearer of bad news, but, like, just see people hurting over stuff like that. Hi, Pawn. Yeah, I'm sure they understand, but it's part of the reason why I think I would have made a terrible doctor of, like, any sort. Because I don't think I would ever... You know what I mean? I don't think I ever would have, like, become desensitized to telling people the bad news. I'm too soft. I don't know what happened to me. Like, I used to be so fascinated by, like, I guess, would it be considered, like, medical gore? Like, is it all gore, or is it just... Like, I don't know what that'd be considered. Like, I used to be so fascinated by, like, bodies and, like, surgical procedures and stuff. Because Mama Mio had tons of problems, so she was constantly, like, in and out of doctors and stuff like that. And there was, like, she had some kind of pump in her, like, abdomen, and they'd have to fill it with her medication. And I remember just being a small android and being like, whoa, this is so cool. And I loved it. And I really thought I was gonna go into the medical field. But I was like, you know, I don't want my hardware to be worn out by the time I'm 40 human years old. Like, I could tell a really gross story if I get some confirmation from someone that it's not gonna, like, freak people out too bad. But what do you mean you could break bad news, Pawn? What'd you do? What happened to you? And I'll be okay, Bob. It's just... I'll probably take Friday off. And, just try to find something to keep my mind off it. I know I won't be in the headspace stream, and I'll just be sitting here probably like crying. Can confirm tell the story. Well, it's it has to do with the like pump she had. And at one point, I don't remember like exactly why, but it got infected. And she literally put a towel like on her lap because it was in, like I said, it was in her abdomen, it was in her stomach. So she put a towel on her lap because it like looked like it was about to burst and it hurt so bad, which I know you're not supposed to pop infections, but I think she had already called the doctor and been like, look doc, it hurts. And they're like, well, we can't do anything about it today, just do whatever you can do to make yourself comfortable. And so she like squeezes it and it's like a giant cyst. And it was like all pus and even chunks were coming out. And I just sat there, just, oh. But fast forward a few years. I don't know what happened. I don't know if like my firmware updated or whatever. But there was like my stepdad or whatever cut his thumb really bad. And so my mom like yelled and was like, hey, Mio, can you go get us band-aids and stuff, like, and some rubbing alcohol. I'm like, okay. So I do, and they had the bathroom door closed to keep the dogs away. I didn't know how bad the cut was. But I just walked into the bathroom, and it's not very big. It's like I would say your average sized bathroom. Like maybe like 8 feet by 8 feet. And that seems a little big, but there's like the tub, the toilet, a sink, and a little extra room for like some shelving. And there's like 3 feet on the floor you can like stand on. But I opened the door. Sorry, something got in my eye. So I opened the door and I'm just like met with the smell of blood. And I felt so sick. And I don't know why. Because normally it's like whatever, but just the smell of the iron was in the air and I'm like, this isn't, like, I had to just throw them the stuff and like run away because I thought I was gonna be nauseous. Or I was nauseous, I thought I was gonna be sick. And it was at that point that I realized, yeah, there ain't no way I'd make it as a doctor. I said, I don't know what happened. I even talked to my mom about it later. I was like, man, I don't know why. She goes, I don't know either. You used to be a sick fuck. When did you get soft? Hello. But yeah, somewhere over the... Sitting around... Crazy cut story. That was more interesting than gross. I mean... Maybe. I still wanted to, like... I guess warn people, just... Like, some people just get, like, queasy about, like, from stories. And honestly, Bob, I'll pass today. I'm already not in a good... Maybe another time. Wow, drawing is not going well today. Is this a short stream or normal? I don't know. I mean, most of my streams average about like 2 hours anyway. I'd like to say I'll be streaming for like closer to average time, but I'd hate to say that and then be like, oh yeah, by the way, it's been an hour, I'm out. Han's cruising. I wish I was gonna be cruising off the lot tomorrow, but no, I need a fuel pump. I'm always prepared for a stream to end early. I hate ending early though. Like, I wish I had the like energy for longer streams, but it's so weird. Like, I would have like, in order for me personally to have a longer stream, I would have to like stream for a little bit now, go take a break, and then come back, because for some odd reason, I'm sure a couple of you here can relate to this, but it's like, I'm tired, okay, I'm less tired. Like 8 o'clock rolls around, oh my god, I want to go to bed, but oh my god, it's only 8 o'clock. And then like 10 rolls around, and I'm like, good morning, it's time to fucking party. And it's like, what? Why am I like this? I fucking took a nap the other day because I didn't want to sleep the night before and woke up to nothing. Oh. So what you're saying, there's a chance for longer streams. I mean, technically, but I don't think I'll ever do like a 2-part stream like that in one day without like some prior prep or something, or like it being known. I sleep like I don't know if it's just because I've been like, I've had to think about a lot recently, right? And I think I'm just like genuinely overthinking a lot of things all at once and not giving my brain a rest. And it's like, ugh. Latest for me was around 5. Bro, I was starting to get my like sleep time down to like 1, 2 in the morning, and now it's back to like 4, and I have to be up at 9:30 every day. And like, I know that's not good, so I end up like taking naps during the day, and I never just kind of get it back to normal. I have a humble request for you, Miss Meal. Please spot the 7 TV boy. Okay. Hey, Pawn, you just want to add a bunch of you. How about I just give you perms, and you can just add a bunch of emotes, whatever you want. Yeah? Oh, I can link my Discord too. Cool. Go nuts. On. Blessed, truly to be blessed by a stream in 7 TV. I mean, like, excuse me, like people like you, ants and all that, like, I know you guys are trustworthy, so why would I not? There's like no reason to not just like add whatever you want. Honestly, I'm trustworthy. Sure, D10. Sure. You can't trust me to not make. I think I still have that toggle turned off right now. I turned it off for the 3D stream and I just never put it back on. I'm kind of done with the worm for now. My other toggles. I was gonna say, you should still be able to fish. I'll leave that one on for a bit. So, yay! I actually... Dude, don't even get me started on, like, my frustrations with TikTok. Because I have quite a few. Like, TikTok has just absolutely demolished my reach, and I don't know why. And it's kind of like been demolished for a while too. Like, it's not even something that's like, oh, well, you know what, I didn't post for like a week and got punished that way. It's more like I had some banging TikToks and then and then they just died. Trust, I'll start reposting. I mean, if you want to, you really don't have to do that, but if you feel so inclined, I would be appreciative. It is probably something with like the ratio of like who's just like liking Ron. I like that. Thank you for the raid. Prison. Hi Velis, thank you for bringing friends. What were you guys up to? Ron. Aaron, excuse me, it's Ron. Shithead. It's Shathid. That's a skit I haven't seen forever. Yeah, welcome raiders. I'm Mio, and a little less exciting than usual, but it's just kind of here for a vibe today. Most recommended. Raid you. Well, if you need to raid and run, please get the fuck out and take care of yourself. Don't feel pressured to stay. I mean, that goes for anyone. People who came with chat or the streamer themselves. I'll take low energy, Mio low energy or not. Without going back through it all, I just got some very conflicting like news. Like on one hand, I've got some cool shit happening, and then on the other hand, it's like, oh yeah, the most heart gut-wrenching, you know. I'm not cute. I should like have stream elements or something, like slap people for calling me cute. I'm holding everyone hostage. Lobster, no, put the gun down. There is no need for violence today. Yet. Maybe at some point we'll need some violence, but I don't think we need it right now. Han, not you too. Yet is crazy. You never know. You never know. You might need violence at some point. Might not. Who knows? I need to open. Oh god, I can hear myself. Oh. I should refresh so I can. No. When I go to mod view, can I see the emotes? The previous chat and emote. No. Ah, refresh. Oh my god, you added so many. Well, it's I don't think it's updated yet. Kind of thing. Okay, I won't dive. Yeah, long story short, it's just my kidder, my old kidder. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you too. I will have to go stalk your channel later and see what you're up to. The custom name shall the normal ones work. Yeah, I don't. I'm not seeing it right now, but make a little drink. Ooh. Yesterday, I had a beer with dinner, right? I know how rebellious of me. Oh yes, 7TV is gonna end until. Yeah, I know they're there. It's probably my end not refreshing. But I had a beer with dinner. Speaking of like eating. You guys want to know how I decided to like finish it off last night? One of my friends went to. Ooh, I had a blue moon, but now I'm gonna do a shot of. Oh, not Kraken! No, I can't. Oh, I don't like Kraken. But my friend was like, I'm gonna play an ARAM. And I was like, okay, I have half a beer left. Let's make this a drinking game so I could like finish my beer while you play and I could just sit here. So he was blitzcrank and I had to take a sip every time he hit a hook. And I shit you not. The beer was gone in the first 5 minutes of the game. He just crushed it. I think he missed like one hook while I still had a drink. What the fuck, Kraken? I just don't like whiskey. Or is Kraken a rum? Demon time when it screws someone. I mean, like I said, it was half a beer, so there was like no way of getting any kind of actually intoxicated. Black spice rum. Yeah, I don't know. I'm more of a like a clear liquor fan. Like most often what I have in my apartment is vodka or like soju. Best drinking is moderated drinking. I would consider that moderated. It was just, oh my god, I need to finish this and go to bed. But I don't want to just sit here and slam it. The 8-second cooldown on a blitzcrank hook is moderation enough. Right? Honestly, this might be like giga cringe, but kind of like talking it out again and having people to like chit chat with has helped a lot. So thank you, chat. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening to me yap and be sad for a bit. And I have Degen over here cursing me out because I don't like Kraken. Such is life. Okay, I think it's honestly, I think part of my headache that I've been having is from caffeine withdrawal. It's going away. Not really proud of that one. As the French say, c'est la vie. Oh man. I'm so shot. I can't wait to get like a good night's rest for once. Hopefully soon, TM. You'll wake up in the morning and stay up the entire day challenge. Literally impossible. You speak French? No. Unless you count that one episode of Friends where, what is it, trying to teach Ross? Je m'appelle? Other than that, no, I don't speak any French. I struggle with English. What makes you guys think I can speak French? I stumble over English. Brute force my way through Japanese. That's enough. That's more than enough. I got Nihongo Jozu the other day, and I really thought I was gonna end it all. Zenzen Nihongo ga dekinai. Yeah, but Shadow, that cat was that to myself. Not anyone else. I do not condone violence frequently. But I did go look for the toaster. And my friend's like, let me Nihongo Jozu you, and I'm like, no. Sonokoto nai. Not deserving. I need to start opening my like text. Like, I feel like Duolingo's not like terrible for like vocab, but it's like it doesn't explain shit, right? So like the polite way to say like I watch TV would be like terebi o mimasu. You know what I mean? And then to say I don't watch TV, terebi o mimasen. So I knew that from previous lessons, but Duolingo doesn't tell you that. It's just like, yeah, by the way, this is I don't watch. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, why? I don't know. Teehee. Figure it out yourself. But not typically, but like, I started learning Japanese from textbooks. So that's where I got a lot of like my base grammar knowledge and stuff like that, and it's just trying to find the words to make the sentence at this point and learning content. Because like, I understand how the grammar works and how most of the particles are to be used, but like I don't want to call them filler words, but like words. Yeah, I don't really watch TV. Terebi o amari mimasen. So those little like additive words is a little like frustrating. Like I often watch TV, よくできます。So it's a tiny descriptor words. That's like, さようなら、こんにちは。皆さん、こんにちは。花子みよです。よろしくお願いします。今日は、ドライングをします。で、少し日本語はできます？もっとできたい？本当にわからない。I'm trying. I'm not 大丈夫。Help that one. But are you actually not okay, or are you just being a shithead? Tried to trick you? What? I'm not trying to trick you. You're actually so daijoubu? That's good. Because, like, I try to find that balance of, like, asking people why they feel like shit. Like, oh man, I had a bad day. See these gains. Like, it's so hard to want to be like invested, I guess, because it's like, oh man, I had a bad day, like my car broke down on the way to work, right? That's one thing. Like, I'd sit there and I'd be like, oh fuck that sucks, you know, and I could sympathize with that, but I don't need like someone coming in trauma dumping their entire life story. So I want to ask about how people's days and stuff went, but I'm always scared that someone's gonna come in and just be like, yeah, it all started when I was born. Because I'm a streamer, not a therapist. Well, I'm not. Like, it's okay to bitch about your day, but having marital issues, can you help me? My pillow will not reciprocate my love. Alright. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. The body pillowcase for my body pillow is lit. It's like soft. Like very soft and cool. And it's very nice to snuggle with. Pillow won't reciprocate my love. Mine reciprocates it just fine. Skill issue. Clearly you weren't loving it. That's an L. Well, like, is it wrong to, like, care? Like, it's like, how do you navigate that, though? How do you how do you care about your community having like a shit day over something like stupid happening? Like your car breaking down. And like, how do you prevent that from turning into like trauma dump 101? It always like makes me so uncomfy. It hasn't happened like all that much recently, thankfully, but there's been a few times that it's like someone comes in and is just absolutely like, I simply don't care for others and tell them to shut up. Do 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 do. We know, buddy. Aw, jeez. Just tell them to drink a cup of concrete, toughen up. Negativity fucking with your vibes, on God. Yeah, I actually have no idea how I'd handle it right now. I guess it's one of those things, it's like, yeah, it's okay to bitch about a bad day, but I don't need to hear your life story, unfortunately. Take that up with someone who is more apt to deal with that. My go-to is, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, I actually don't get why motherfuckers trauma dump. I mean, some people are just like looking for attention wherever they can get it. And it's kind of sad that they don't have like the support system that they need, but I don't understand why they think they're gonna find it in a random Twitch stream. Oh yeah, speaking of like therapy and shit, I actually dropped that. I don't think my therapist and I were a good like combo. He wasn't really helping or providing any tools for help. So mayhaps I will try again another time. You are not the guy to comfort someone. Like, for me, it, like, depends. Like I said, if it's something, like, really dumb that happens to, like, everybody, it's like, that's one thing. Like, unlucky, your car broke down. Better luck next time. But... and that's also the way I deal with things, too. Is, like... I'm also a big, like... a big jokester. Like, that's how I deal with stuff. Like, oh, this happened, I guess I'll just go fuck myself. And I laugh it off and I just go about my day. I gotta admit, I miss working at, the shipping company because you got away with so much. You got away with so much there. No, like, actual dress code. I mean, there was, like, the dress code consisted of no open-toed shoes and nothing that can get caught on the conveyor belt. If you have long hair, please tie it up. I had to work Christmas Eve one year. And I literally I tried to orchestrate like a bunch of people wearing like onesies. And lo and behold, I got my coworker. I was like, I really hope she's gonna do this. And we both show up and we're both in like Christmas onesies and we just kind of like wiggle at each other. So no flip-flops or massive cocks, God. Basically something like that, yeah. I do miss that job a little bit. It was good exercise too. However, I guess at my current job there basically is no dress code. I just have to be semi-professional when talking to my coworkers. And by semi-professional, I mean just don't go over and yell, fuck! The perspective of this fucking... Oh, dang it. Copy it and... I still... Trying to get a starting point. That's too big of an eraser. Video games about to make me break some. No. That's no bueno. Oh, wait a second. Pain. I've also been putting like more effort into my thumbnail streams. I'm really happy with what I made. Granted, it's just like art that I already have, but I think it looks a lot cleaner. Ah! Hello, Cornba. My hand is bricking. Yeah, well, you're making me all bricked up. Like, I'm sitting here and trying to think out the logistics of the other side of, Oh? How am I doing? I've had better days, to say the least, but I'm feeling better than I did earlier, so... We take those. And blank you. Oh my god. I read the blesses and I tried to say thank you. Those blank you. All right. Yeah, I was feeling pretty rough, and then I'm like, well, at least I have goobers. I've got you, goobers. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be crazy. I get to try to negotiate, I think. Does anyone have any tips for that? Like, negotiating at a car dealership on a used car? Nor. 2i! 2i, 2i, 2i. My only experience was in the height of the pandemic, so no negotiations. I don't got much experience with car dealerships. Here they're nasty, though. Ugh. That's what I was... Ranmio seems to think that I can get them to negotiate a little bit, at least. But... I don't think I'm gonna... like... I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off successfully. Like, I'm really afraid that they're just gonna be like, good joke, kick rocks. But I don't think they would do that because they still want to close the sale, even if they have to... Right? Like, I'd have to imagine they... Never tell them what your budget... Yeah, so far, I think I've done okay. So I went to look at this car on Monday. And... so I went, and it was a Honda dealer, and that's currently what I drive, is a Honda. And I had... So on the newer Civics, you have to, like, start your car a certain way to access the windshield wipers. It's really weird and it's really stupid, and even the people at the dealership were like having a hard time. And I went with one of my friends because a lot of my friends are like car nerds. So I said, hey, I'm gonna go look at this car, like, you want to go with? And they're like, yeah, sure. And so they were checking it out while are you buying it outright? No, I can't afford it. It's gonna have to be financed, unfortunately. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to have much wiggle room on it. Because I'm looking at a Type R. Wow! But no, while I was outside, my friend was checking it out. The sales lady was like, "So, which one of you are like the ones actually looking to buy it?" And I was like, "I am. I'm interested, like really interested, but like things gotta line up. Things gotta be perfect. It's gotta be a good deal, and stuff like that." I never said any kind of budget or any kind of dollar amount. I just said that basically the stars have to align. Because I looked at it and I kind of had a couple more questions about it today. So I called the dealership and asked for, you can go in with a firm lowball. So they're asking like 37. I was gonna offer 34. Grand Mio says to go straight for 32. You think 32 would be a good start too? Aim on. That's what the people I've been talking to have been saying. Is like go like try to lowball. Like thing is which is what I was originally saying, is I'm afraid they're just gonna tell me to kick rocks. But I can't imagine a dealership walking away from a sale at all without at least trying. Because I'm prepared to walk away. They either give me, I have fantastic credit. I know that Credit Karma like isn't the most accurate, but for like general everyday purposes of like keeping track of it, I basically have I have 793 and a 766 according to that. I am not a high risk buyer at all. They would be stupid to let me walk away. I've already expressed pretty strong interest in it, but I know there's literally another one. I don't really want it at all because it's a year older. And between the 18s and 19s, there's no like physical volume knob on it. Like on the radio. And that is like the whole reason why I don't want an 18. Is because there's not, but there is one. There is a local one. But they want more money for it, but it has less miles on it. However, I called the dealership today and asked a few questions like, is it stock? Like, is it completely stock and stuff? And they're like, yeah. And they also mentioned that it was basically a Garage King. I asked, I was like, what's the rust situation looking like? And they're like, none. I'd be willing to bet that there's some surface rust under there, but that is the nature of high humidity areas. Like, when I sold my car, my original one that I've had for a bunch of years, basically since I started driving, I sold it to someone I know. So I went with them to like get it checked out and stuff. And when they lifted it, they're like, wow, this car has been taken care of, at least for the underside. And I kind of looked at my friend and said, told you so. But But yeah, so I told him that I was in if the stars align. And the one thing is they're like usually we don't let people like reserve used cars. But because there's a recall on it, if I go and buy it tomorrow, I'm not coming home with it. Which I don't understand how that's gonna work because I still need my car. So I can't just trade mine in. So I wonder if we're gonna like draw all the numbers up and then let me test drive it. And if I say, okay, I want it, then I sign all the paperwork. I actually have, yeah, I would trade it in when I get it. Because while I do have the Miata, I have plans that require an actual car coming up. So I can't just, if they gave me a time frame, like oh, it'll be ready in 2 weeks type thing, like we have the part, we just have to find the time to do it. Then I'd be like, okay, well, I can trade in my car on the spot, right? And just run the Miata for, because the dealership's not too far, so it's not like I have to drive like 2 hours to get to this place. And that's the whole reason why I'm entertaining it, is because like the whole reason why I went to look at it is because it's right here. I'm not driving hours to look at a fucking car that I don't need. I bought it all and got it ready. Said it was going to be next week. But would you not have to like, the thing is I don't know how it's gonna work because like I still have payments on my car, right? And I think I just paid it. And it's like, I'm not paying for 2 cars at once. Because they have no idea. Now, another thing one of my friends brought up, because I have literally been annoying everyone. Like, because it's a big decision. It's a more expensive car, it's a bigger payment, and probably, and speaking of insurance, did anyone else's car insurance just go up like another 20 bucks? I'm pissed. I'm livid. I got the email that my bill was ready. You too? Yeah, so I got the email that my bill was ready, and I was like, I'm just gonna look at it. I don't know why I decided to look at it today. And it went up another $20 a month. It jumped in October, and then it jumped again. Just this month. Do you mind me asking who you insure with? If it's like a big name? Because I have a feeling most of the big name insurance companies probably operate in both. No, I have no idea. That name means nothing, at least to me. But I think they bought out State. Okay, so they bought out State Farm. Okay, because I'm insured with State Farm. But I think by $100 in 2 years, yeah, I'm up to 40 now in like I'm up $40 in 6 months. And I haven't been in an accident, I haven't gotten pulled over. So I don't know what the deal is. But I think I need to go like insurance shopping again. Because that's a little, yeah, I've never even so much has been I have never so much as been pulled over while I am behind the wheel. I've been with people when they've been pulled over, but I have never been pulled over. Not even a, hey, miss, your taillight's out, just letting you know, please go get that fixed. None of that. Yeah, I think if I yeah, I've talked to cops when it wasn't about me. So I asked him a question about something, and I said, "You wouldn't happen to have any idea why this would be happening, right?" And he's like, "Sorry, ma'am, I do not." I'm glad though. You got a jury summons. Oh no. I've also never gotten one of those. I've never been called for jury duty. Oh, thank the Lord above that it was dismissed. I can't miss work when I'm solo on a project. Yeah. Ugh. But yeah, I think it's a pain in the ass because like I don't want to go insurance shopping because I have a bunch of stuff bundled with it. But I might start like doing online like calculators and stuff because I'm not like, I understand that buying the sporty car is going to make my insurance go up, but it's like they know. It's like they know that I'm looking at it too. They're like, "Oh, she's looking at a higher cost of insurance car. Let's get her now." Huh? Didn't I swear it was called? By like 5. See, the beautiful thing is I have a setting on my phone that I've had to turn on out of necessity, which I kind of wish I didn't. But I have a... Wait, Corva, iPhone or Android? Because I might be able to help you with this a little bit. Because I learned about a feature recently. iPhone? There is a thing that is, you can go in and it's called silence unknown callers. So unless it's a phone number, so all right, you call a dealership because you're looking to buy a car, and so you called them. They can still call you back, and the phone will go through. But if a random dealership calls you that you've never called, that's not in your recents, it won't go through. It's I don't remember what it's under, but if you search silence unknown callers, but you have to make sure you save important phone numbers then, like doctors and everything else, because it will just auto default to send them to it'll send them directly to voicemail. Or block the call, I'm not sure. I don't know entirely. I could make like a Google Voice number and try to call myself and see what happens. But I don't know. I think it does just put them, because I get the notification, it says like silenced call, whatever the phone number is. But it's usually a bunch of telemarketers that don't leave voicemails anyway. I'm pretty sure I think when I was like getting my tooth fixed, I think I missed a call from my dentist because of that feature. Just hangs up on them. Yeah. But yeah, all things considered, it has helped. And then depending on your carrier, you might have like a spam call app. Like I know AT&T has one, and it has helped. It's obviously not like a bulletproof solution. It sure has helped. Just food for thought. See, I got sick family members. Oh. I mean, my AT&T one. Oh my god. I'm just piecing together stuff. Ignore me. Ignore me. But Corvo, do tell, if you're gonna make a bad car decision, what would you be? What bad decision are you making? I'm asking the real question here. RX-7? Dorito! Dorito powered. Yeah, that's actually a bad decision. Man, there's someone on Marketplace. There's someone on Marketplace who has the interior from the one limited edition Miata. The all red interior. It's just missing the floor mats. I want it so bad. Who needs to save her? Yeah, I felt that one. Like, for me, as long as my payment isn't, like, a ridiculous amount, I have to make some, like, adjustments, right? Like, I can't eat out as much or get, like, boba, but, those are small prices to pay for a sick-ass car. Why did you do this to me? Because if I have to second guess choices, I have to make everyone else do it too, because I've been going back and forth on this for like a week straight. An RX-7 for 75? I mean, that doesn't sound terrible up front, because that's like 6. Although, like, of course I browse Marketplace like almost every day or multiple times a day. I have not seen a decent Miata go for under like 9 recently near me. And I'm like, Huh? I'm glad I got mine when I did. Like, I don't know. I don't know why, but God. No one is selling a half-decent Miata for less than, like, a ridiculous amount of money. Nice car. Yeah. I know, I'm like, I shouldn't have been in like elementary school. I should have bought a Miata before I even had a job. Should have invested in crypto when I was like 8. Born too late to buy crypto, born too early to see the stars, born just in time to drive a 30-year-old car and be a goon on the internet. Only back in grade 10. Yeah, man. Corv, I'm pretty sure that you and I are in very similar... Wanna go 0-1 in top lane? I was gonna say, I think you and I are in very similar, like, situations in life right now. I think we're about the same age, if I remember right. So... I mean, it might, is it like, it's like a little consolation to know that, like, you're not alone. It's like, oh wait, that's right. The purple thing also is going through it. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, exactly, alone but together. Can read. Agreed. I'm getting annoyed. I can't get this. Okay, that kind of works. In all seriousness, I'm trying hard to save for a down payment on something and looking outside Canada. I mean, the problem that you're gonna run into, though, is you're Ontario, right? The problem that you're gonna run into, like, if you're gonna, like, hop right across the border, your options are, like, New York. Like, New York or Michigan. And still, Michigan is, like, 4 hours? A 4-hour drive from Toronto? Something like that? Yeah, so you're either... Yeah, you're stuck in Michigan. Or you can't afford anything in New York either. New York is insanity. Like, when I went up for the auto concert, we stayed at my friend's uncle's condo. And it was all right. Like, don't get me wrong. But it was still like, it would sell for like $500,000. Like Maine, I don't know what... I'm pretty sure Maine and Vermont and all that stuff is pretty expensive because of, like, the skiing. But I'm not sure because I'm looking to stay for now in PA. So I can't comment, but I know New York's insane. Maryland's gonna be insane. I gotta look at a map. Pennsylvania of USA. Here's a nice big image that will... So... Okay. Let's... Yeah, so your options for coming into the States can cross here, which gives you... Although this, I don't think, like, over here could be that terribly expensive. But yeah, you could there or there. I don't know if there's a crossing here in the UP, so the Upper Peninsula. But I don't know about Maine. I'm pretty sure it's expensive here. I'm kind of... All these little states, I have no idea about. Rochester? Yeah, I think that's what it would be, because I know Buffalo's up here. States where it's pretty dirt cheap to live. To the best of my knowledge. Here. Kentucky might be cheaper. Wisconsin's probably pretty cheap. Unknown. I think certain areas of Michigan are cheap, but then it's gonna put you in, like, dangerous places. Illinois might not be too expensive. But I know this is gonna be expensive, this is gonna be expensive. Pretty expensive here. Because hipsters. Texas is a little bit more of a questionable. Certain places are... The closer you get to the border, the cheaper it gets. California's a no. Arizona, I think, is iffy. New Mexico, I think, is iffy. Louisiana's dirt cheap. Florida, kind of depends. But the Carolinas are probably going to be expensive. A lot of people like to be there. You have the option to go the middle of, like, nowhere. But then you're going to be moving, like, thousands of miles away. Colorado's expensive. I do know that. Pretty sure Washington is expensive too, especially around Seattle. All these places and I don't have raspberry cake. Honestly, do I have it? I'm gonna look. I only see the raspberry online. Like, I got family all over the States. Oh, California raspberry has been discontinued in the yeah, Texas is doable in some areas. Vermont, I'm not sure, but I have a friend that lives there. I could ask. Yeah, anything through like here is like gonna kind of be the Rust Belt, and it's gonna be cheaper. But Rust Belt means two things. One, it's a desolate area from when steel was huge, and also your car is gonna rust a lot. And there's literally nothing like, let me change color. Like literally nothing in most of these states. Like, of course, all the really expensive places. Like, there's skiing and shit up here. There's nice weather here and here and here and here. Then you get hurricanes all up here. Like, low-key, if I got internet in a Costco, I can make do with life. That is just my knowledge on, like, living conditions. I have friends and... But... I hate the word. I hate it. I'm gonna be right back for a couple minutes, and then I might wrap up shortly. So, I will... Alright. Sorry about that. But I am back for a little bit more. But yeah. I don't know much about a ton of different areas, but like, I know some. So if I can help, obviously try to. But yeah, I don't know how anything at the dealer is gonna go tomorrow, which is that's giving me like upset tummy thinking about it. What do you mean? You don't have every single one of your, every single question you've ever thought about moving, like, for the States and stuff, you don't have that on lock? Like, you're not ready all the time? How dare. This may sound cheesy, but be confident. Confidence goes far. Yeah. Definitely, like, nervous, though. But it's also not a necessity, and I can get like so there is another one local that if I really, really wanted it, I could go like get it. But and I found like one's cheaper, but they do have like accidents reported. But I might like take some screenshots tomorrow to like take and be like, look, cheaper. But I want to shop local. I want to support local type beat. Because like I know it's their job to like be relatively nice. But it was me, the saleswoman, and I'm not sure what the guy's position was, but there was like 3 of us outside trying to figure out how to get my car into maintenance mode, and the guy was like, well, do you mind if I just get in it? I'm like, if there's anyone that I want to get in my car, it's, you know, the people who work at the dealer for this car. And overall, like, it was kind of a funny, like, it was a funny time, because, like, imagine the people don't even know how to do it themselves, because not all of them have that feature. So, like, it kind of makes sense that, like, I'm not faulting them for not knowing, because, like, the lady was like, well, I was able to lift the one in the showroom, and it definitely did get caught on the hood. It definitely did. But wasn't gonna. I was like, I just ah. And then I feel like the saleswoman really didn't know much, because she's like, oh, your car should have like inserts for the wiper blades that are cheaper than going and buying a whole new like wiper every time. And so I was like, can we go talk to parts and like what my measurements are for my wipers? And she's like, yeah, and then we'll ask them about that. And they're like, the parts guy was like, they haven't done that in years. Yeah, like just the rubber part of the wiper. But that is not the case. So I got my measurements. They actually don't want, like, I'm surprised that their prices for windshield wipers aren't like super egregious. I think the one was gonna be like $22 and one was gonna be like 20. Like when you go to Walmart, they're like 18 or something like that, and so it's really not that bad. Haven't been a thing since. I got 3 of mine from the dealer for like 70. Yeah, like it's actually, it doesn't feel like a total ripoff. But yeah, because apparently they like brought it back on some of the Hondas for a bit. But because I couldn't get my wipers into that maintenance mode to like lift them over the winter. So anytime that like I literally had to like quote unquote damage my wipers every time because I had to just pray because I couldn't lift them to scrape under them. Which sucked, but now I know how to do it, and my next set I won't trash in a year. Because like they're not terrible, but they're definitely not that good either. Like they're kind of they work, but need a little bit of convincing sometimes. Like I have to do it again. So it's not like terrible, but it's not great. But now I know how to do it. But if I buy this other one, I don't even know if they have the maintenance mode on them. I might have learned it for nothing. Got a friend who works at Honda, and I'm like, hey, how do you do this? I don't know. I think he has a 19 Accord or something like that. Like, I don't know. Mine doesn't have that. And I'm like, oh, lovely. What is life? Not really that big of a deal. Yeah, it's just such a fucking bummer. Oh, that's what I wanted to like mention earlier. Is I don't think they would do this, but you know how dealerships can be. Like it's like one of those things that like, is the part actually on back order? Like, or are you just lying to me? I don't think they would lie about something being on back order. You would think they would want to make the sale and done with it. But that's the frustrating thing. It's like they have no idea allegedly when they're gonna get this part. So I might not even like get the car for like another 2 months. I've already waited forever for a fucking car. It's like, do I really want to go through that again? Just waiting for the call, being like, hey, good news. I don't know, it's a lot of things to consider. In my car, that happened for 3 weeks waiting on a quote order. Yeah, I don't want to wait. I just got home and bedtime was 43 minutes. I love that. Like, if they told me that it was gonna be in like a couple weeks, like, oh yeah, we'll have it in by the middle of May, I'd be like, okay, well then I'll just sell you my car now. And let's get this over with. But with that with no date, it's like, I don't really wanna. I wanna possibly not have a car for the convention. Because I have. My god, Cat, your breath smells. Holy shit. You're standing on the floor and I can smell you all the way up here. Oh my god. Oh, babe. It's so hard to look at her.
Any updates or funny stories I missed today?
Nothing. I might be putting my cat down though. So that's the big news. But oh god, Cat, you're so greasy. But I don't know. Yeah, so yeah, you know exactly what I'm going through. I don't know yet for sure, but I'm taking her to the vet on Friday. So I'm fully planning on canceling stream Friday. So I have no idea. But I think I'm gonna touch up this spot and wrap up for a little bit. That looks. I didn't get much done today in 2 hours, but it'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, so I'm taking her. Hold on. Move here because I'm about done anyway. Yeah, long story short, I called the vet and said, I want to run a few things by someone. I don't know if you're the person, if there's like some kind of nurse type person or the doctor or like what, right? And she's like, I can probably help. And I was like, cool, then I'll talk to you. You know what I mean? So I like went through the list of things that I'm experiencing with my cat right now, and she goes, now I'm not the vet, I'm not a doctor, but I've worked here long enough to know that those are the signs that it's getting to the point where you might want to consider it. She says, however, you are more than welcome to bring her in, have the doctor look at her, and talk to the doctor. If you want to run blood work, we can run blood work. We'll figure it out. And I'm like, awesome. So I'm going on Friday at like 4 o'clock, and we'll have to see. But other than that, I think I need to go take a rest because it's starting to get to me again. So I will keep you guys posted on what goes on. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow if I feel up to it. I don't know. But I will keep people posted via Twitter for sure, and Discord if I can. So hopefully I'll see you guys Friday, but I can't make any promises. So on that note, I'm waving. You guys can't see it. Pero yasumi yo. I'll see you soon. Bye bye!